Tiger fans, the big question for this week is, should Noah Balta be selected for our round 5 clash against Fremantle for gather round? Now, I know this is going to divide a lot of people, and I know that a lot of people aren't going to agree with my opinion, but that's okay. I'm all for everyone having their own views, because it's a really, really interesting topic for discussion. Firstly, I'll just say straight off the bat, I actually thought the suspension ended after next week, so I was way off the mark. But yeah, it turns out that Noah Balta's suspension has now ended, and he is available for selection against Fremantle. Now, my personal view, I don't think we should pick him. And I don't want us to pick him. And I want to make this very, very clear. The view that I've got has nothing to do with the incident, the sentence, nothing to do with that whatsoever. That's all been taken care of, and the court stuff will do what it's got to do. And my view is not influenced by what he did or anything like that. The main reason why I don't think he should play is purely based on a select few words that Adam Uze used in a press conference post-game. And I think they're really, really important. Uze spoke about selection integrity today, okay? Now, integrity being the key word here. And I think he's almost set himself up to be allowed to not play Balta, if that makes sense. He might fly the other way and play him, who knows? But the reason why I think selection integrity is important is because with such a young list in a rebuilding phase, we've actually now got a moment in time where we can actually set ourselves a serious standard. We can set a bar, we can set framework, and Uze's mantra has been, you got to earn games, you got to earn games, we're not going to just hand them out and gift them. And I understand to an extent that's probably more aimed at younger players. I get it. Like, I know Balta's a seasoned player, he's been around for a while, he's already, he's a bit more of a known quantity, obviously. But selection integrity, you think about Campbell Gray and the work he's put in at the VFL and how well he's playing. You think about Kane McAuliffe. I know he's just hurt himself, but the work he's put in at the VFL. And you know what? Uze made note to actually mention that Sonzi, Ross, players like that had to earn their spot in the side, which is great. Absolutely fantastic. So my thing is, though, if we're going to have selection integrity, if you want to set the right standard and the right culture, it has to be blanket across the whole playing group. We can't have selection integrity for the newcomers and the 1st to 4 year players, but if you're 5 years and above and you've got a name, you can come straight back in. I don't think that flies. You might have a different view, and that's okay. And I fully am aware that Noah Balta is one of our more important and better players. This year, though, it doesn't really matter. Okay, we're not going to finish near the 8. We know that. I think we are at a crossroad junction where we can actually set a precedent and some solid framework for the rest of the playing group to go on through their days. Like I said, this has nothing to do with extra punishment, nothing to do with the incident. This is just about, he should have to prove himself on the field to come back in, like what other players have had to do before him. Because if I'm Campbell Gray, I've been busting an ass at VFL level. Yeah, I probably know I'm not at Noah Balta's level. I get that. But he's put a few really, really good efforts in to the point where everyone's saying he's bashing down the door. Then the guy who hasn't played a game for 6 weeks is now available, leapfrogs him. I just think it can have a really adverse effect, especially with young kids who are trying to do all the right things. It's like, well, why would we bother when X, Y, and Z is going to come straight in over the top anyway? I just think we're at a moment in time where we can but actually make something special out of it. And it's honestly just extremely bad luck that there's no VFL this week. For a lot of reasons, for the Balta reason, for Josh Smiley not getting some continuity reasons, a whole raft of reasons. But I just don't think selecting Balta is as clear-cut as what maybe people think. Because it's all about selection integrity, as Adam Uze said. Now, I know I'm going to get flamed in comments. People are going to say, he's on a 7-year deal. He's been in the club for ages. He's our best defender. All of those things are true and factually correct. Don't disagree with it. But selection integrity, why should one be put above the other? If we can send a message that hard work will get you rewarded with games, if you perform in the VFL, you get rewarded when your time comes. That needs to be the mantra. That needs to be what we have to be about as a football club to move forward. Not just, oh, well, he's been here for a while, let's just put him back in. As much as we would love to, I think we need to go the other way and set a really good standard. Dion Prestia will be the exact same. Okay, hasn't played for a while because of injury. Balta hasn't played a game for 6 weeks. I know he's been training his ass off, and I respect that and I love that, but it's not game fitness. and they used the same, I suppose, precedence for not playing Josh Smiley in the ones. Granted that Smiley obviously is coming off, no preseason, so I get there's a difference there. But you know what I mean? Like, we can't use it for one and not for everybody else. It just is a bad look, I think. But that's it. That's my take on it. I'm recording this on a Sunday night, just for context, because I have a funny feeling CB and I might be going at loggerheads about this tomorrow night on Monday night's live show. So we'll see if that played out, after this video airs. But let me know in the comments below, what do you think about Noah Balta playing this week? Should we play him for the Freo game? Should we make him do a bit of a VFL stint? Not as punishment, but just to make sure he captures form. And I think we need to make it clear, this is not extra punishment. It's nothing to do with it. It's just fine form. Justify your selection back in the ones. Go for your life. That's my take on it. I might wear a cricket helmet for the next show because I might get a couple of beatings. Let us know what you think in the comments below. And very keen to hear what everyone thinks on this one.